Hey, what's up YouTube? Drain here. Just going to show you quickly here. We're going to get kicked off right away. We're going to do a Greater Rift. As you might have seen there briefly, we are doing a rank level 4 Rift, which might not seem high like some of the people here that are experienced gamers when it comes to Rifts on either both solo play. I know some people might consider that extremely low. It is actually the first one we're doing together as a group, just getting used to our playstyles, just having a good time. It's both myself here and my friend here, Zachimai from ZeroZipZiltch Gaming, just burning through here, trying to get some good loot and rewards. For those who don't know Greater Rifts here, there is actually the progress bar is a little bit different than it would be in a standard Rift, where it was just a percentage. With the Greater Rift, there is actually two icons at both the top and the bottom there. The first one is a skull on the top there, which actually corresponds to the kills or the monsters that you've killed throughout the Rift itself, and of course the bottom hourglass corresponding to time. Whole purpose there, while trying to get this bonus here, is to kill the Rift Guardian before the time runs out. So it's filling this progress bar and killing the final boss before that happens. Easiest way to fill the bar is by burning through, getting to some rare elites there, and they will actually drop orbs which will just jump the progress up there quickly. Of course, with a higher difficulty Rift, it's going to cause a little bit more difficulty to just run through and gather up everything. You don't want to go too far, especially if you are playing it with 2 players or more and having doing a higher Rift difficulty there. You get in a bad situation with the wrong elite with the wrong abilities, and it's just going to actually hinder you more. We've let's see here. See what I'm currently playing today is a Crusader using a Blessed Shield build, is do believe what it is called. It is throwing out my shield, essentially hitting the target, and with both the combination of the Ruin, which I do believe is called Shatter. Do bear with me if I'm wrong. I do apologize. With the legendary shield I have, it's called a Jekin Broad, I think. Essentially, once I hit the target with the shield, it ricochets up to 5 times. Very good if there's actually multiple enemies in the area. It hits the enemy, splits off 3 times, and then it ricochets 5 times after that. Pretty good way to deal out some damage in an AoE situation there. If you're stuck in a situation where it's just a single target there, it's almost going to seem like it's a waste of resource for Wrath there, because it's just going to burn through it before it might actually kill the creature, because it's not bouncing back off anything. So just going through here, making some good progress. The time is keeping up with us here. Not certain what the actual progress or what time we have left. But if you actually hover over that hourglass, it will actually tell you how much time is remaining. Kind of like watching the water boil, you don't want to do that. You start focusing on how much time you have left, you're not going to be focused on killing. You're not focused on killing, you're not going to actually have an easy go with trying to complete this, and at least on the higher difficulties. So let's see here. Now my friend Zachimai here, he actually picked up this spire, or the pylon. I do apologize, I don't know why I said spire. It was the power pylon. Essentially, massive attack power increase there. Very good in situations for massive hitters. Go through and just annihilate everything. Our favorite one we like to use, if we can actually come across it, is actually called a conduit pylon. Essentially causes a chain lightning. Anything that comes near you gets shocked to oblivion, and that's for everyone that's in your group. So you get 2-3 people and you run in any type of pattern there, it's going to get everything. Or if you even branch off, because pretty much it will kill even elites without you having to touch them. So we're going into level 2 here, where we didn't fill the progress bar. We're almost about 50% here. So going to the floor level 2. Not usually going any farther than floor 2 whenever I've been in a rift here for Greater Rift anyways here, usually by the time that you get past halfway through here, or even sometimes depending on the mobs you get, you might just spawn into floor 2 and kill the first set of elites, and there you go, the boss is right there. Area like this here would probably be very horrible for a Rift Guardian to spawn. It's very tight quarters. Depending on the abilities that it spawns with, it might be a little bit of a headache, depending again, because those lovely arcane enchanted abilities there with the laser beam that spins around in a circle gives me nightmares of Mario over and over again. But Blizzard seems to like having people dance around in a circle around a light. It's funny, yet they won't give us a dance studio in WoW, but they want us to dance around a beam of light. Okay, so just making our way through here. So yeah, no, we're meeting rares on a good stride here. We have the grotesques here. Got another annoying ability, the Waller ability. Usually not too bad. 80% of the time they end up just building 3 walls around you and then chase right after you inside there, and then they have nowhere to run either. The only time that it really is dangerous is if you get stacked with possibly a poison enchant, arcane enchant, or what is the fire one? I do apologize there, but there is one as well that they will put a stack of fire debuff under you. But of course, from what I understand with Blizzard is if you stand in fire, you get a buff. So where I like to kick ass and take names, I'll just stand there. Never usually gets me. As my friend here likes to say, only badasses will like to stand in poison. Or, oh, I can't believe I even messed that up. Sorry. It is actually only badasses drink poison. He is going to have a field day with that one. But unfortunately, at this point, there's no keeping it a secret. So we're about 75% through, maybe a little bit higher, maybe closer to the 80 range there. So making good time. As you can see now, the skull is way away from that that hourglass, which has that little strip indicator there, that red line or brown line, depending on people's screens and how the quality is with this video. Burn, burn, burn. One bad thing about as well, not even necessarily tight quarters with these particular types of maps, it is the dead ends. They get us quite often, so to the point where we almost split up to make sure that we both don't catch a dead end. That way, at least one of us can continue to progress, just so that we're not stuck both running from a dead end and then potentially running out of time. So we got the grotesques again with the reflecting damage, poison enchanted, so they're just putting that poison all over the ground. Again, same thing. Rinse and repeat. Burn, 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 grind. Rinse, repeat. Surprisingly addictive here. This is actually the first Diablo game I've ever played. Love it there. Because of playing this here, I'm looking into getting copies of both the original Diablo and the Diablo 2, of course, with the expansions that came with it. Graphics to me don't make a game, so don't think the fact that they're older generation games is going to be too much of a factor for me. So we have just about completed this here, and probably 98% here. We just need to kill a couple more mobs, whatever is unfortunate enough to be in our way, and we should be able to get this all taken care of. Oh, there we go. We got our Rift boss here. Looks like a dog that choked on a massive meatball or something. Like I couldn't even describe exactly what it looks like here, but he's just going down here. Just has that poison effect, just that mist going off of him here. Due to my Paragon level, actually it allows me to essentially keep myself healed while I'm just giving out the damage there. Good thing it wasn't a beam and it wasn't WoW, because if that was the case I would fail because I just faced it towards the raid. Apologize there for my periods of silence here. First solo recording here with the audio there, and if for some reason something doesn't align there when I'm talking about it, it might be just the fact that I've actually recorded the voiceover after the video was done there due to some microphone issues there. And we look just about dead here, and look at all that lovely loot. We got blood shards, veiled crystals, gold, some random blues, arcane dust. We even got a legendary gem out of that. It's usually something that one legendary you're pretty much guaranteed to get when it comes to greater rifts. Unfortunately, the NPC likes to stand right where I want to pick up my loot, so I pick up it where I'm clicking. Failed at the attempt though. Try here again. Okay. Gonna identify this gem here first. Bane of the Trapped. Not too bad stats there. Not something I would probably prefer to use on my Crusader. And I actually did get a legendary belt, so I'm just identifying that here as well. Saffron wrap. Not too bad armor on that, but it doesn't seem to have the stats that I'm actually looking for. So, because we actually completed the Greater Rift in the time bonus there, we had two options, as you seen when we first talked to this NPC. First one being to upgrade your gem, so you can actually choose one of any legendary gem that you have that can be equipped and in your stash. So you have a chance to upgrade 3 times, and of course the percentages vary depending on which attempt number that you're on, as well as the rank of the gem. The higher the rank, the lower your percentage is going to be, even if it's your first attempt of that particular rift. I think around 15, that's when it starts to get a little bit ridiculous to level there. But when we first talked to her, we had the two options. One was to upgrade the gem, the other was to upgrade the keystone, where we used a level 4 keystone if we so chose to upgrade the keystone, it would, I do believe, gives us 3 skill ups there, so it would have gave us a level 7. We would have went back to town, closed the rift, reopened, went and did a level 7 greater rift. We didn't have any issues here with doing a level 4. Pretty much the only issue that I can really depict here, not even so much an issue, is just the mobs that we got with the trials there caused us to run out of time. We got a poor ranking. So let's see here. We're all done here. Get some more recordings and updates here soon. Have some actual co-op videos with Zachimai here and I having actual play-by-play conversations rather than me just talking to myself. I don't want to seem like I'm rambling here. Okay, so close up this rift here, get our experience and gold. And then pretty much just put all our enchanting equipment or any of our stash stuff in the stash. I'm actually going to take a look here, see if I can actually be lucky enough to get a gem socket in one of my rings here. I'm going to use the skull grasp. Key factor here as well is making sure which stat you want to replace, and you can actually click the little question mark to make sure that that's the potential to give you the stat that you want is going to be there, because the last thing you want to do is take and replace a stat hoping that you're going to get a socket, and it wasn't even something that would give you a socket to begin with, so you spend the resources over and over and over again to find out that you weren't even going to get a socket. So as you can see here, I actually took out the vitality, only had vitality as an option, so I picked the one that gave me higher vitality and tried again. Same thing. So as a benefit there, I managed to give myself a little bit more health by doing those two different enchants. So I mean, I have plenty of the dust and the Veil Crystal, and I even still have some Forgotten Souls. Main ingredient there that is the most expensive is the Imperial Rubies. Takes 3 Marquise Rubies and 200,000 gold. For those people who play for long periods of time or have plenty of gold saved up, not an issue. Unfortunately, in my situation, not as lucky. Sitting on here with about 600,000. Couple here, just leave myself a couple 100k just in case. So that gives me another at least 2 attempts there, because you don't want to spend all your gold just in case there's some repairs or even just some sort of item that you want to purchase. But of course, with 200k at this level of the game, not going to get a lot there, or at least anything really of value for 200k. It's better off using it for enchanting or, worst case scenario, transmogging. So I'll give it a shot here. So we got lesser vitality. No, don't want that here. Can't seem to decide what I want to do here, so it looks like we're just about done here for the recording. I do appreciate all those here who have watched. Again, apologies on any type of silences or anything here in regards to this recording. Of course, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you have any requests on games there, if I can actually run the game on my system, I will look into getting it and doing some uploads there, whether it be reviews, just gameplay recordings, or even possible walkthroughs here in the future as well. So just of course testing, making sure I have the proper settings, everything uploads just fine. But of course, if you have any questions or concerns, never just to please leave a comment and I will get back to you. Of course, you can contact me by email as well. It's rdrain@gmail.com, and if you have any questions on or even requests in the matter. Okay, so I have some blood shards here I wanted to try and spend, but that is all. So I hope to see you all soon. Thank you very much there for watching, and hope that we will delve a little bit deeper into the rifts with Diablo here with Zachimai in the future. Thank you again for watching. Have a great day.